The Nigerian Senate has passed amendments to the Electoral Act, where it has approving all 155 clauses with several changes. Lawmakers argue the reforms will strengthen the system, but opposition parties, civil society groups, and many Nigerians warn they raise serious concerns about transparency, accountability, and fairness ahead of the 2027 elections. Now, at the center core of the debates are issues of result transmission, voter protection, and electoral offences, raising the question, do these amendments enhance Nigeria's democratic integrity, or do they risk eroding public trust in the process? Well, joining me to discuss this right now is Olalekan Anjolaiya. He's a public affairs analyst and, of course, Lagos ADC chieftain. He joins virtually from Lagos. Also have Maxwell Okpara, is a legal practitioner. He joins virtually from Abuja. Gentlemen, thank you for your time. All right.
It's my pleasure to be here.
All right. Let me start with you, Dr.
Thank you for having me.
Great. Let me start with you, Dr. Okpara. Your reaction to this move by the Nigerian Senate. And, of course, what we saw today, follow-up protest, at the House in Abuja.
Well, I want to start by commending Nigerians, the youths who came out to occupy the National Assembly to say no to this epitome of fraud. Of course, if it is a very sane society, civilized society, I don't think that by now, Gospel Akpabio should start answering. It will still be a Senate president. He should have been removed, impeached for that electoral fraud. That is electoral fraud. This is a calculated attempt to institutionalize electoral fraud in Nigeria. You can see how his co-senators say, this is not what will pass. This is not what will pass. They came out in public television to deny him. This is a fraud. And we should call it its name. It's a fraud. So, having confirmed, the opposition said this is not what it's only 7 of them or 6 of them whom they said I move. This was I support. The eyes have it. You will hit the gavel. Why are you calling for emergency session? Because maybe the people that are closer to him are telling him that, hey, my brother, you are playing with fire. You better go and correct that thing. You see, they have been pushing Nigerians to the wall. They have been pushing Nigerians to the wall. This is the only thing. For 4 years, you are going to be the Senate president. This is the only thing that Nigerians are going to benefit from. You are so-called National Assembly, and you feel that you can do it. You feel that you can do it and get away with it.
Okay.
So it can't stand. It will never stand.
I mean, one particular concern, and I'm moving away from you, Doctor. I'm coming to you, Anjolaiya. One particular concern is the electronic transmission of election results, particularly in real time, where some individuals have said that technically Nigeria isn't prepared for that. What's your reaction?
Well, good evening once again, Dapo. In pre-2023, Nigeria budgeted about 305 billion for that election. And out of that 305 billion, 117.1 billion was budgeted for BVAS technology. BVAS technology, I understand, that is made with it has its own network, it has its own SIM, for a country that budgeted 117.1 billion just in 2023 for that BVAS technology. Today, we're having conversation about whether the results are going to be transferred in real time or not. I think it's a disaster and a travesty of wastage by this government. Now, the investment of 2023, that of course didn't get us a satisfying result, talking about the INEC chairman attesting to glitches here and glitches there. But you might want to ask me, how much does an Android phone today cost? You understand? With about 30,000, 40,000, you get an Android phone that can install comfortably and a digital banking app and make transfer effortlessly and do a lot of smart technologies effortlessly. Today in Nigeria, in 2026, we are talking about real time. That when Nigerians chat on WhatsApp. They send hello and I. It is received instantly. Now it's coming to votes, and some people are credited to saying gibberish about Nigeria is not mature technology. That is balderdash as far as I am concerned. And I think that I made bold to say that this Senate seems to be the worst in our democratic dispensation.
So for you feel, please, Anjolaiya, Mr. Anjolaiya, you are saying that this Senate is the worst, according to you, in the history of Nigeria's democratic dispensation. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, absolutely. A Senate that when the president goes to present his budget, they begin to sing on your mandate we stand. A Senate president that wears a cap that has the symbol of the president. How is that kind of institution meant to serve as check and balances on the executive? In fact, the old essence of separation of power is defeated. Now our people on a Monday had to leave their businesses to protest, just to speak to what is right, just to speak to the issues, just to call them that this position that you were elected in your various senatorial districts to come represent Nigerians, you all sit down here, share fat allocations and pile up budgets, and when it's time for you to do the right thing, when it's time for you to defend the essence, the road, the pathway that led you to the red chamber, you are saying that Nigeria is not matured for us to have real time. Whose decision is it to determine if our results should be real time or should be sent?
All right, Mr. Anjolaiya, I'll come back to you.
Of the INEC chairman.
I'll come back to you because this of course falls on the table too of the new INEC chair. For many Nigerians, they will say this might just be the test of grit to show if the new INEC chair can deliver. I'm coming back to you, Dr. Okpara. I'm also going to ask you a direct question, the same question. The talk or the controversy, the conversation around the real-time transmission of results, electronic transmission of results, election results. Are we matured as a nation in terms of infrastructure? Olalekan made reference to the fact that we chat via WhatsApp and we receive it in real time, but there are also glitches. So looking at this, the level of our infrastructural development and all of that, are we as a nation prepared to go real time when it comes to electronic transmission of results? Can we achieve this? We will go on a quick break. When we return, I would ask you the same question again. Stay with us, we'll be right back. Many thanks for staying with us. It's still Politics HQ on News Central Television. And of course, we are looking in lieu of 2027 general elections. Some of the issues that, of course, are rising. And part of it has to do with the Electoral Amendment Bill, where the electronic transmission of results in real time is one of the issues that have stirred controversy and conversations. I still have Dr. Okpara. Dr. Okpara, can you hear me now?
Yes, loud and clear, sorry.
Okay, so I'm going to still direct the same question I asked Olalekan. Is Nigeria ripe for the real-time transmission, electronic transmission of election results? Given what we've seen, given our level of infrastructure, and given some excuse that some individuals in society have said, look, we are not ripe for it. Can we achieve it?
Yes, of course. We are more advanced than some other countries that are having it. Listen, my dear brother, you are an investigative journalist. You know these people. You know the kind of characters we have as our leader. You know what they want to achieve. Let them mention that community who they say that there is no network. Let them mention the community. Let them mention the community to us. This thing is what we call a calculated attempt to defraud us. But they don't know that we are working ahead of them. They have done it in 2023 and get away with it. They will do it again in 2027. Nigerians, we are out. We are out, especially this period that everybody has lost confidence in, almost everybody has lost confidence in judiciary. Why they were able to get away with it is that people thought that judiciary will restore the hope of Nigerians. Now that Nigerians have discovered that they will do whatever thing they want to do and ask you to go to court. Nobody's going to court again. We will sort it out there in the polling booth. We will sort it out there. there. Everybody will sort it out there.
Dr. Okpara, you raised a pivotal issue here. You talked about you brought to the fore the integrity of the judiciary, that no one seems to have confidence in courts, particularly after elections. What does this reflect of our democracy?
My brother, see, I'm a very realistic person. I'm not. You did not invite me here for me to start shaking mouth. I will tell you how it is. You are an investigative journalist. If you're in Lagos, don't go to that place where those criminals are. Go to where Nigerians, common Nigerians are. I'm a lawyer. I practice law. I can comfortably tell you that most of my clients, anything that has to do with court, I have a client that have about six duplexes here in an estate. He asked me to manage it. He's living abroad. That I should quit the whole people in that place. But without court. If I know how I can remove all those people there without court, I can do it. I said there is no way I can remove these people in that property without court. He said Nigerian court, forget about it, let them be living there forever. It is as bad as that. I'm talking about somebody who has PhD living in Canada. If there's such a person can listen like this, what are you going to tell that woman that is selling Ogo? They have lost confidence. I'm a lawyer, I know what I'm telling you. And the thing is affecting my profession. They have lost confidence in judiciary. There is no politician now that will lose the election. If you ask him to go to court, he will say, forget about it. That's why they are doing everything humanly possible to read themselves in and ask you to go to court. We are not going to court. That is the naked truth. Nigerians are not going to court. We will get it right in 2027. If you know what is good for you, for your people to vote you, go and start doing it. When they bring money, if you're a governor, you people have been getting fat allocation. Use it for the state. Let the state see. Let's see what's happening in Abia State. Can you contest election in Abia State with Oti? I don't know him. I don't care to know him. But if you go to Aba, you will know that this guy is working. You will see it there. So when somebody you will not give us Nigerians the dividend of democracy, and your own is thinking about how you are going to rig election, so that people will go and vote. After voting, you rig the election, and ask them to go to court. Nobody will go to court again. They will get it right.
Okay.
It has started. At least Nigeria has given Nigeria has tested. They have tested the waters, and they are seeing it now.
All right. Let me also direct the same question to you too, Olalekan. Olalekan, do you have confidence in the court?
Absolutely no. I was just complaining about, the disaster that has befallen the principle of separation of power, right? Right now, you see an executive member boasting to be building houses for judges. I mean, for political patronage, and be boasting that if you go to court, nothing will happen. You understand? Look at the institution that we call the court. Look at the kind of judgment that they produce. Now it's all about cash and carry. And I'm glad that, Maxwell has said it. He is a lawyer. He has seen it firsthand, right? Even when you have your facts presented, even when you have verifiable evidence, you understand? It's all about, the friends of government, the highest bidder. The judiciary has also been mortgaged, you understand? They are now in the business of who is their paymaster. Do you understand? It's unfortunate because, the essence of government is for these institutions, these organs of government to serve as watchdog on one another. I absolutely have no confidence in the judiciary whatsoever.
All right.
I also want to back my co-guest of this show to say that in 2027, Nigerians are going to decide what will happen on election day. In 24 hours after then, they will follow through to ensure that votes does count. And the process has started right now in 2026, right? You can imagine what happened in Abuja today. Nigerians all across the states, eyes was on the Senate today. We are hopeful that by tomorrow, when they convey their emergency plenary, they are able to accede to the yearnings of Nigerians. Anything short of that, the Senate will be grossly responsible for trying to promote a fraudulent election in 2027.
All right.
We want to have confidence in this system. We want to have confidence in the future elections because taxpayers' monies are being budgeted for it.
All right, Anjolaiya, thank you so much. But before we wrap up, I'm coming to you, Dr. Okpara. Dr. Okpara, tomorrow, the House should meet. Do you think that today's protest will influence in any way their decision?
I have called my senator. I have called my senator in our place. We have our own senatorial zone platform. I have warned him there. I have warned the House of Rep member, the guy representing me.
So you've called your representatives in advance?
Yes,
and warned them
I posted this
seriously?
in our WhatsApp platform. Yes, I posted it in our WhatsApp platform. I said, if you mess up, you will know that you are not there on your own. That's how it's supposed to be. You are there to represent Maxwell Okpara. You are not there for yourself. You are not doing me a favor. You beg for my vote. And we have elected you. You should go to our senatorial zone. You know what our senatorial zone, what we are yearning for. You should represent us. Not for you to go there and start wearing red cap and collecting all fat envelope and what have you. No, we are bleeding. Nigerians are bleeding. My brother can't. I don't have any other country except this country. We will get it right.
All right.
We'll get it right.
All right. Thank you so much, Dr. Maxwell Okpara. It's been a pleasure having you. Olalekan, Anjolaiya, sorry. It's been a pleasure also having you on the program this evening. Gentlemen, once again, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you.